Hi everyone, this is Fox and Pig, and today I'm going to do a tour of my 5-star island. Just a little background knowledge, I did not do any time traveling, not that I'm against or anything, just not how I wanted to play. First things first, let's look at the map. So here's everyone on my island. I currently have Renee, who I'm trying to get rid of by not talking to her. Lopez, who's a sweetheart, and a smug villager. Marina, who's normal. Tasha, Olivia, Zucker, Stinky, Stitches, and Bianca, who I'm also trying to get rid of. And Apollo, who is my favorite character ever. So, you might be wondering why I'm not trying to get rid of Stinky. He was one of the very first villagers on here, and trust me, I was fully planning on getting rid of him until my husband's like, no, you can't get rid of him. He's too cute and precious, and I love him. I'm like, why? Of all the characters you would want to love, it's this one, of course. So that's why he's still here, everyone. Starting this tour, we got my main entrance area. So I love these water fountains, so I did the customization to make them black, and then did a custom, sort of picked flowers to sort of complement it. So we got colors of the white, blue, and black, so that's what sort of chose what color flowers went here. Right here on our lefts and rights of most of the island, you'll see the black garden lanterns underlaid with I believe it's the wooden tile, and then on top of the wooden tile is customization. So what I'll go into a little bit more detail later over here is that if you have customization patterns that are missing even one pixel, as you can see here from these couple designs, you can overlay them on top of the wood, the brick, the dirt, the sand, and you won't lose the texture. You'll keep the texture, but the only thing is that, as you can see from right here, is that they'll leave that little square uncovered, right? So luckily, underneath this one is just more of a regular color stone like this, so it doesn't throw off the pattern too much. But you'll notice that throughout my island, where there's a couple of them where I got kind of lazy about trying to hide them, where if you use more textile spots, you can try to make them more hidden under items, or place them in places that make it so it looks more orderly, at least. So just a little heads up there. For QR codes that I didn't make, this is one of them. I'll name off the other ones I didn't make and the ones I did make as we go. If you're interested in them all, please comment below, and I will try to get back to you with the QR codes as soon as possible. So moving along with the tour is that, so Nook's Cranny, I kind of wanted to expand it a bit more, where we have a garden center and we have sort of like a fruit stand. So, and around back it's more it's pretty bare, but it's, where the shipping area would come in and stuff, this little garbage can. But I wanted to expand it because it's the only shop in the game right now, so I wanted to have more of a superstore kind of feel to it, because it's, the only place people are going to get stuff, right? So that's why we sort of have the fruit stand here, which is made up of, this is a white fax machine, this is actually a beach ball that goes through the roof, don't mind that, the analog scale, and this is the outdoor, I believe outdoor table and outdoor bench, which are both customizable. And that's how I was able to get, make it look like the fruit is in little baskets, like you would see at the actual fruit market, which I thought was pretty cool. Across from it, I sort of want to make a cafe sitting area where it's sort of breakfast with the espresso machine, and a little tiki area to chill with towels and you go surfing, relax. It's more of a fancier brunch area just to chill by the beach. On your resort island, you gotta need that, right? And then over here is my little tiki player, or mamba, I think it's called. And you did not see this behind here at all. He's doing a great job. Good job. I used the music stand sort of as the entranceway in thing. That's a DIY. Over the bridge, we get more of the downtown area. This is a villager we're not talking to, so we'll just let her go by. Where we have the Able sisters with the clothing outside. I've seen a lot of people do this, and I honestly thought it was really cute, so obviously I did it as well. Down here is more of my bar / karaoke area, where we got KK Rock going, guitars, and got up here more bar area where we used the done desk as the actual bar itself because it looks pretty fancy. And then these are simple panels. So I didn't create the wooden ones on the right here or the ones on the floor. Those are from online. But I did make the glasses and what looks like Crown Royal on these two panels here. If anyone's interested, I can forward along. I personally couldn't find anything online that I really like, so I made my own. Down here for fun, I had Soren just put the briefcase that's full of money in here. So, like battle the bands, make it look fun. It's like, oh, you win. You get a lot of money because I spent a lot of money to buy this. Moving back up for a second, we have the sushi bar. So I love sushi, like way too much. Like I don't even want to tell you how much money I spent on sushi in my life. So to do this, I again made a so this is the light tile pattern or pathway, and then overlaid with gray because I like the color better. Looking back, I easily could just use this again on here, and then these little dots would all be gray and wouldn't look so weird. But then I thought about it and I kind of liked it because, like, if you look at the seat I took in the sand and the fish tanks, and even on the simple panels behind, they have that light tan color. So I started like, you know what, it works, it's fine, it matches, it's all colored. So I let it go. Moving down, we got a seating area out here where you can have tea and enjoy the sunset, and there's music playing, which I thought was really nice. Moving down, we got a Boardwalk, which it's like a protein shake bar here, right there, like a little mixer and a sink, and music player, music player playing nice, relaxing aloha music with our nice little chairs up here. And that's why I put the portable radio. I actually thought maybe you could choose the music on here, but it's actually very random what plays on here. So I thought that was pretty cool. You can learn new music. It's like, oh, I've never heard this song before. What is it? And you click it, and it tells you. So right now it's playing Fusion. And I leave it on, so it'll randomly show me new music. Moving along the boardwalk, we got the fishing area. So after the fishing derby, I really liked the items, and I thought it was great so I tried to fish as much as I could to get as much stuff as possible. But of course, we can only fish so much before going insane. I'll admit that. Getting that achievement for catching 100 fish in a row without fail, that took me forever. So fishing is not always the easiest. So if you got stuff in the fishing derby, you'd be like, I don't like the color of it. Like, this came from me in white, I believe. You can actually customize it. So this counts for the fishing rods, right now I have skinned fish. I originally got octopus. I'm so happy I was able to switch it because my two octopus on my island probably wouldn't have appreciated that. So you can switch them up. And there's a painting as well. Moving along, we got the burger stand, on the Burger Beach stand. So I used the red menu item because I thought that would look the most, like the similar, the burgers and the french fries and the hot dog. I did not make this hamburger hat or the signage on the stall here. I both found online. They're very easy to find, but I can post the QR code, so like I said before, if you're interested. And I got back here is like the smoker, which has like if you actually open them, you can see like the meat and cheese inside. And then there's the barbecue, and then I get the spice rack, so like if you want to put condiments on your burger, hot dog, or french fries, you can do so. And it helps with the cook making the burgers, which I thought was pretty cool. And then ending off the beach, we actually got the DJ stand. So I would, like, if I had the white one, I would totally go for the white one, but right now I just got the brown one, which is fine. And you can actually customize them to put different things on here. So the standard customizations actually come from pretty cool band names on them, and then of course you can put your own design on here. So this right now is my town flag I put on here. If you recognize it, it's from Magic the Gathering. It's my husband's favorite, oh my goodness, what are they called? Guild? Yes, favorite guild, so that's why it's here. Gotta support your guild. Got a beach ball here so that, during the concerts you can throw it around for fun. If you didn't notice already, but if you have custom design patterns with text pixels missing, or you don't even need to have the pixels missing, I believe, you can put them on the sand as well. And so that's why I did that, to make my boardwalk, to find different areas. I did make the stone. I did not make the wood. I did not make the stingray either. So moving up, this is another villager we don't talk to. We got the other end of the boardwalk where we still got like a nice little seating area, and it goes into the bazaar. So I kind of really like this idea for the stalls and having different unique items where you're not exactly sure where in the heck you're gonna put them anyway. So I made like a little small bazaar here where like the exotic items, the clay and wooden, and then of course like the jewelry and fancy glasswork. So I kind of did that. I planned on having a second cherry blossom lantern on this side, but of course looking back in my stocks I only have 5 and you need 6, so well, what you gonna do? I'm gonna wait a little bit longer or trade. Over here is when I'm working on jazz area. It's fine for now. I'm happy with it. It's more like an outdoor chill jazz area, and since it's so close to the residential area, villagers do come and use it, which is really nice. Moving up into the residential area, we sort of have what I wanted to do. So the first 4 villagers here on the first level are sort of my villagers that I'm like, yeah, you're pretty cool. Like, might end up swapping you out. So I kind of want to make it more of like a chill open resort kind of idea where they share fun areas. So for Tasha and currently Renee, they have like a nice little tea area where like obviously it's still open to everyone on the island. It's just, you know, like a nice little, it's more like on their side, so it's like a nice little like tea, cake, quaint kind of area of a bird bath. And on the other side for Olivia and currently Bianca, where if you haven't noticed, maybe I've been trying to move her out, using all the tactics I can find online. Got like a little spa area. We got bubblegum playing for fun, relaxing, cat grass for Olivia. Used these flowers because they kind of look like pom-poms, and I thought that was really cute. And then a pool area as well, like leading down into more of like a beachside tanning area for your umbrellas and juices. And up here where you can do your nails and relax on the pool lounge. It's like a cute little spa, like chill area for them. So I thought that was really cute for their residential areas. And if you haven't noticed, I am trying to match the flowers a bit more to the house. I really like how I did Olivia's. And I think like mixing breeds of flowers is just so much more depth to it, and I think is really pretty. So that's what I try to do. It's not just possible, but I'll explain more of that later. So this is Zucker's house. Zucker, so everyone on the second level here, and including the third level, are more like they got their own area just because of prior favoritism, to be honest. So Zucker's loves his flowers and he loves his snacks, so it made him like a little sushi area as well as a little flower garden for himself. Apollo is my cranky old man, so I made like you know, like rocking chair, fishing, like barrel, fishing on a door, old man stuff. I love him. Marina is like loves her bubblegum song, and pink, of course, so I chose different colored pink flowers for her, and little cactus plants and stuff. And then moving over here, we got Lopez, where I'm trying to breed more orange roses for him now, and trying to make more variety here. But he loves his coffee, and he's such a polite little, I believe he's a type of gazelle. And I just want to make it a little cute, like coffee drinking morning area for him. Over here is Stitches, which is my fun-loving, snack-loving little bear. So I gave him a little bit of a robot, what's it called, rocket ship that matches his door, which I thought was pretty cool. And then like down here is all the same under pattern of I believe it's just the light tanned pathway, and then overlaid with different color textile I had like just already been using for other areas of my island, just in a way that makes it look like a fun pattern underneath, which I thought was pretty cool. And a board game on top. And moving a little bit more to the right, we got Stinky, where he's a jock, so of course he's got his little gym out here, electric scooter and soccer ball. So I thought that was pretty cool. I have Red visiting today. Of course, he didn't bring anything that was useful, which is unfortunate. So I have to wait another probably 2 weeks or more for anything new. So down here, I wanted to make more of another relaxing area for the residents. That was a little bit closer, And so I ended up making this little Tiki Bar. It's using lecture hall desks in white in L formation like this, which I thought was pretty cool. And I just made this recently, and I love how it turned out. Like, I'm so happy how it turned out. I didn't know how much I was going to be able to fit on this rock, but it honestly just worked out so well. So I'm happy with how it turned out. And up here's another little seating area, and the little lounge with the white rattan table, rattan towel basket. And then this is probably my favorite spot in the entire island, where I really wanted to make like a really fancy restaurant, and this is how this originally started with, you know, you build your residence things, and then they didn't actually end up moving them. I thought once they moved in, it's like, oh, they'll take all these outdoor items and they'll make a cute thing for themselves. Like, nah, we're just gonna leave them where you are. You just have to make them for no reason. So that's originally how that started, and I turned this into an area where all that stuff kind of ended up for the one villager. So even though this is a fancy restaurant, it's an Italian restaurant. I like the white sign, but of course this is dessert on it, so I'm like, maybe I should just turn it. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, it looks so much nicer, friend, but it's lying to you. It's lying to everyone who sees it. But maybe I'll just keep it turned then. Anyways, so there's a podium here, and that's the guy taking the reservations. We got some live music. I really wanted a statue here, but like I said, Red of course didn't bring me anything useful, which is so unfortunate. And they're so pricey right now on Nookazon, it's ridiculous. So can't really work with that too much right now. This is actually the first thing I got from Gulliver, and I was really happy that I got it from him. So I put it here, and this is our helps like direct which way this restaurant was going, which it really originally started with the stone table and chairs. And I made a little Italian restaurant out of it with the pizza, and using the frying pans and the customization of the frying pans to sort of make it look like pizza pan pizza serving dishes, which is really cool. And now I put little candles up here, so at night it looks really nice. So moving up and around, we're gonna go over to the sort of like fairy garden area, I guess is the way of calling it. I guess you see that right here. The start of it, this area sort of starts with a little shrine area with. I'm a huge fan of Legend of Zelda, and one of the couple first things I got was the Ocarina, and this I know it's a gravestone, so I made like a shrine, and I made this custom QR design for Zelda's Lullaby. I thought it was really cute, so I put it on the ground there, so it sort of looks like when you go and collect songs in the game, it's like right there, and you can start your whole adventure, which I thought was pretty cool. So the first part of the little garden area is the little picnic bench area where you can come sit down and have a nice picnic, nice music playing in the background, the waterfalls, and then hyacinths are hyacinths. I'm not gonna pronounce that right. I'm so sorry. Are my original flower on my island, so I started making like a little whole area towards it where I got the lamps of it and all the different color variations I believe I have somewhere throughout the island, which is pretty cool. And down here is my little stargazing area where I got the Nova lights and the seat, and I put little custom fun patterns on the ground to make it look all cute. I did not make these again where these ones are found online. Try and find the QR code if you're interested. Same goes with these little guys. I love Spirited Away, and when I saw these, if you drop a star fragment on them, it looks like they're carrying them like the little sprinkles in the movie, and I just died of happiness. So I thought they were so cute, so I had to have them. And then up here is like a little seating area. This is actually one of the first areas I ever made, and I love it because I thought it was so cute with the little background, the water and stuff. And then I've been using my models to sort of spread them out here a little bit from the bug person whose name's escaping me right now because they haven't visited me in so long, hence why there's only like 2 models. I got another one in my basement, but you'll see that later. And then I'm ignoring it because it's not really important and we're not going in there, but this is my husband's house, and for obvious reasons it's just not worth looking inside, so it's a cottage off to the side. So, like everyone else that I've ever seen a tour island for, of course we have a zen area. So I made mine a little bigger than most people's, I think, this from what I've seen online. And it's a 3-story So our temple, where top here we got the gong, the guardian turtles, bamboo growing, the shrine with the little offering, and the little wooden frog? Is that a frog or the wooden thing that you click and it, you know, makes dong noises? You know the DIY, we all have it, right? And then if you go to the second level, it's more bamboo, the baskets, and then the speakers and the flowers. It's more of an aesthetic thing just to make the waterfalls, which I thought was pretty cool. And then the lowest level is got like a seating area where there's food and a pole that goes nowhere. That honestly drives me insane. I've been trying to hide it. It does not work as well. I see it and go, no. And then nice little sitting area. I love this little water thing over here. The sound it makes is just so nice. So great. And then on this side is the bath area where we got the steam rocks, the cypress bath, as well as the tub bath. More music playing. There's more chill. And the shoes. And if you notice on the pathways here, there's moss overgrowing onto it in different directions. Again, I didn't make these. They found them online. If you're interested, let me know. And then got a little secret area over here where it's like the Shell Beach area, and where I got Mr. and Mrs. Flamingo enjoying their drinks. The shell speaker, and the shell lamp, and the shell bed, and the shell fountain. And then we got the palm tree lamps, which I thought really looked nice with this color scheme, so worked them in there, which I thought was really nice. And then going, oh yeah, I guess we'll go down. That works the best right now. And so I wanted like the villagers came here to sort of like for open nature, so I want to kind of keep a slice of the island towards that, where, oh my goodness, there's so many bugs. Shoot, shoot. So this is the one way I incorporated stumps into my island design, because like I believe the blue beetle came in this month, so there's like still new bugs coming, I guess, and so I wanted a way to still catch them without, you know, disrupting my whole island design, like having random stumps in no places. So I thought it was cool to incorporate them into my camping area for my villagers, where yeah, the sleeping bags, laundry, a place to do food, and get the food and make the food, and get water. I kept all my cherry trees here because cherry trees are my original fruit from my island, but I don't actually harvest them. I never really needed to. Turnips do turn up a nice profit, especially if you use the online resources. So I just use them for aesthetics, really, or a recipe, or somebody needs them. So this is where I keep them all. So this works out nicely for me. Across the way is all the rest of the fruit in my orchard, where we got like scarecrows, nice little simple dirt pathways with leaves spread on them. I didn't make these leaves either. They're another QR code I found online, including the fertilizer design on the pillow here. So I thought this was a really cool thing what I saw online, where and there's another DIY I've seen as well, where it's a stack of pillows, and then people put the fertilizer design on it, and it looks so cool because it's like a stack of fertilizer, either for your garden area or even for like your orchard. I thought it was a really cool idea. And then I included a little seating area, as well as like the well to get water, to water the trees, and composting bucket. And then sort of like a nice little open area right here, where I used 2 different dirts to make a nice design on the ground. Moving more down, we got this big rock area where I put my lamp lighthouse, as well as the anchor from the fishing derby, and then a nice little chill beach area where it's like sort of like not so prime and prepped. It's sort of like chill, where we got flip-flops, beach umbrella, a coolie box for your cold drinks, and a water dispenser. You know, gotta keep hydrated when you're out in the hot. Oh no! What do you want? What is this? What? Oh no! What do you want? No. Of course. Thank you, Zucker. So, sorry, I'm not used to getting nice things from my villagers. Usually it's clothing I already have. So, then I got worried that he wanted to leave, because I haven't had my thought bubble for, like, ever. So I thought I was like, oh no, I caught it on camera where he wants to leave. No. Anyways, back to the tour. So this is where I put my actual camping area. So if you look just for directional wise, so that the villager camping area is off to the left here, and there's the orchard, and then down here is for the person who comes to visit you ever so often. So I made their own little personal area where they can sit down, have morning coffee, make their food, go mountain biking, just chill in a hammock in the like shade, or like look at the stars. And if you keep following the path down, they have their own little like private beach area where they can just like a nice little bonfire, or relax by this like by the beach with the ukulele and their drink. I just want them to have their own little area sort of out of it, which I thought was really cute. And if you go up and to the left, you can see like this I used this sign to sort of designate the sort of the wild side of the island, which was really nice. And this is where I have my residential services. So to decorate it, I used hedges, sort of the fence off the wild area, so to keep it separated and look more a little formal. I got the telephone box here. Mine's actually brown. I was lucky enough to find someone who was willing to trade me for it, which was really nice. And then going down here, I have a little sitting area to sort of like frame the nice residential area, which I thought was really nice. I was able to line it up nicely. And if you notice, there's different types of bushes going all the way around. So I thought it was really cool that there's different seasons that have different blooms. So I tried to plant them in a way where, so this is the first one, and then if you see there's 4 in between this and the next pink one. So each season will have, like, it'll start rotating around. So it'd be cool maybe I start taking a picture and maybe do this like a little time lapse where, so this is where the first flower bloomed, then the second bush is in the next season, and then everything sort of just keeps shifting around in the circle, which is pretty cool. I thought was an idea. And then down here is like a nice little sitting area where you can, like, you know, chill by the beach, relax, fun times. And then moving left will bring us back to the front area again. So you do have like a little secret path over there, which is nice. I love the little conversation that happens between these people. They're so cute. And then if you want to go back to my house, so originally I was going to have a bridge here. I tried, but for some reason, whenever I tried to place it, it didn't line up with my house, and I thought it looked ugly when it wasn't lined up. So I sort of just gave up after a while and just made a dirt bridge, because you can't go wrong with a dirt bridge. So we move up here, and I started making like a little like English cottage kind of feel by layering the 2 different types of fences, and then followed by bushes, and then use white tulips. The reason why it is a little bit disturbed here is because I am kind of late to the flower breeding game, so I've been trying to catch up by breeding different flowers I would like for different houses and stuff like that, and trading people. I currently don't have the blue roses, but I am working towards them, as you'll see in a little bit in a second. And the right side, what are you doing here? On the right side of my house is all my money trees, so these are the ones growing in. If you didn't know, like, so I have me and my husband playing on this account here, and sometimes he doesn't play as often as I do. But whenever he logs in, though, it spawns a second money tree spot. It also spawns a second DIY bottle for some reason. I guess, like, you know, access to both. So sometimes I just log him in and log him out just so my character gets double things, which is pretty nice. And if you didn't know, it also works on Red, where I can buy an art item and then he can buy an art item. So if you ever have Red having more than one item, that's kind of convenient to get 2 at once. So you don't have to, you know, wait a second time or time travel or anything. It's kind of quicker, in my opinion, so which is nice. And then on this side of my house, I sort of really wanted a yellow flower garden that focuses more on yellow lilies, just because they look so much like daffodils, and it's my favorite flower. So I made like a little cute sitting area on the side with like apiary. Oh my goodness, like a beehive area. I was trying to say the word apiary. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, I'm not gonna try it. And then up here, I wanted to make a statue garden where the main flowers would be gold, white, and blue roses, with the white statues of like I'm trying like the Roman white statues are available now with red, and sorry, sporadically place them throughout here, maybe even put a bench, and I thought it'd be really nice to have a little statue garden. But of course I don't have blue roses yet, so I've been working really hard to try and get them. This is finally the first purple rose I have that produced yellow roses when placed beside another yellow rose from seeds. So I've been trying to get it to duplicate, but haven't got there yet. And then these are all my black roses, and here's all my gold roses I've produced so far. So slowly working on it. I thought this would be a really nice color statue to have in the garden, so I picked it up without knowing that it was actually haunted. So at night it glows in the center, which I thought was pretty cool. And then to get around, I make these little secret jumping areas, which they're mainly around my house just to make my life easier, because I honestly hate carrying around the stick. It's just so, like, it just takes up a slot you don't need to have, so I just made a whole bunch of little jumping areas. I purposely made them too wide just in case, like, if one of the visitors accidentally spawns on them. It hasn't happened to me, thank goodness. But if they do, I can get on there with them, at least interact with them, so they're not totally, you know, like, they're not totally gone that day just because of where they spawned or whatever, because you can't build to them, unfortunately, if they're on the square. And then that's pretty much my entire— oh, you fell asleep! That is so cute. So that's pretty much my entire island. If you wish to continue watching and see my house, that's what I'm doing next. So in we go. So my house is fully unlocked, where I have all the rooms and everything done and paid off. And so I've been told this room is really weird by a lot of people, but I love it. I love it so much. It's sort of— how do I explain it? It's sort of my adventure room, how I want to do my house in real life, where all my cool, exotic, new things, like treasures, like stuff you get from Gulliver, this one's from Rover, this is the star stuff from Celeste, and cool fossils and stuff from the Fossil Day thing that came out today. Like, stuff like that, like cool, like, unique items or expensive items. Like, I worked really hard to get all the gold for this stuff. Stuff like that, adventure-y kind of stuff that I put in this room, because it's such a, like, a statement room, and I love it, and that's where I'm sort of going with it. And then the other rooms on the right here is sort of my dining area. So right now my family is just me and my husband. We live in an apartment. So I sort of just made a seated dining room area. And we both really love, like, as I was saying, like sushi, like Thai food, Chinese food, anything like the store. It's just so good. So I made the dining room sort of themed after that, because it's a lot of the food we really like to eat. And this is the stuff in it, where, like, those are from the fishing day turby. I was lucky enough to visit Southern Island, where they were nice enough to make me the pine tree, little DIY. And then there's another DIY over the door, and this is the double sword katana you can get from Gulliver. It actually originally came in white, but I was able to customize it to gold, which I thought was really neat and, like, really nice, because, like, Gulliver only visits so often, and it's a random selection of things you can get from him. So what are the chances of getting the swords in the color you want? So I thought it was really nice that the game allows you just to customize them to the color you want to match your room. And then on the left here, we got my study. So I hadn't seen too many of these in the videos I watched. I have seen them a little more recently now, but I thought it was a really cool idea, and I've always loved having these kind of rooms where it was inspired mostly because the very first thing I bought from Red was a fake Mona Lisa painting that I was so sure was real, and then only to be found out by Blathers that was a fake, which was so disheartening, but it inspired me to, like, oh, I would want a fancy schmancy study. So this is pretty much what happened for it, where used, like, dinosaur fossil bones as accent pieces, the DIY bookshelves, DIY steer statue thing, and the candle umbra right there is also a DIY, which I thought was really interesting. And then the other two candles are actually just items in the game. So, and I like the little robe there, I thought was pretty cool. And that's another DIY above the door. It's actually meant to be door plates, but door plates can be hung in houses, which I thought was really cool as well. So, I made that. I made, like, a little butler and stuff. Made it all fancy smancy. And then moving to the back room, I kind of really like the rock and roll stuff, so I wanted and the fact that you can hang the music on the wall, so I sort of just ran with it, where it's like a nice chill area, like got the Switch, you can play on the couch here by the fire, where on the walls are all the different, like, I try to pick song albums that sort of match the color scheme of the room. I've been still slowly updating them as I find more. But yeah, so I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and made the whole room into it. Originally, it actually had the curtain wallpaper, and with this floor, it really looked like the Soul Eater room where he's at the piano. So I had that set up like that for the longest time until I got like more stuff, and I was like, okay, I'll turn it into a rock and roll room. So that's pretty much the story behind that room. You might notice I don't have a bathroom. That's because I didn't really want to make it its own room. So I sort of turned it into part of like a bachelor pad up here, where like this side is the bathroom, this is where I sleep and work and clothes and do my own DIY crafts. I do a little bit of knitting, which is pretty much explains that. And then these are all my home statue things. I still don't have the gold one. I think it's because I keep leaving so many DIYs on the ground on Sunday and I forget to pick them up. And they're like, yeah, no, your house isn't good enough yet. And I'm like, fine, whatever. I don't need your statue anyway. And then I got the nice cuckoo cloth, the macrame. I love the Denver Broncos football team, so that kind of looks like it. So it's good enough for me, and that's why that's there. And then I got the little, I love how there's like these little wooden switches. I thought they were so cute. I kind of wish they actually worked for, like, they turned on and off the lights in your room. That would have been really, really cool, but unfortunately they don't. They make that noise though, so you can like sort of try to synchronize it. But yeah, so I got the autographs. I love the anime face ones. I thought they were so cute. And of course I got Nemo. So that's pretty much my room upstairs. Keep it simple, pastel colors. Like if you look at my real life wardrobe, it's pretty much that. And then a little bit of my background is that I did my graduate university degree in biology and my undergrad degree, and then my master's degree I'm currently working on is in geography of hydrology specifically. And I decided to make sort of a laboratory out of it because I love the jungle, this jungle kind of wallpaper, and I love the animals in this game. I thought they were so well like created and how much they really resemble their real life, like the real life species. So I love how cool. And the lights are off because like the light, if you didn't know, like the fish tanks actually provide light. So and the little lamp, of course, the work of the lab desk and the laboratory set glows, which I thought was really cool as well. So I just made this atmosphere by having the lights off. And like, look at this fish. Like whenever I walk in, I just can't help but look at it. It's so cool. A lot of people probably think this is really creepy, but it's okay. If you didn't know, this is an ant. Like, if you put down an ant or a flea, it puts it down in a cup, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, so I kept it. The same with the diving water beetle. It just ends up in a bucket on the floor. I thought it was really funny, so I placed the funnier animal displays in here for that reason. And of course the two venomous things that will chase you and haunt you in your dreams, because oh my goodness, how many times I've screamed being chased by a tarantula, I can't even tell you. The first time was fantastic though. My husband was playing COD and he just heard a bloody murder scream. He was like, what is happening in the world? So that is my 5-star island and a little bit of a house tour, which was fun and awesome. So moving forward, I wish to destroy it all. I'll be honest, I love my island. I love it full-heartedly, and there's like, I say destroy it all, but that's not entirely true. I'm keeping some areas the same because of work, but I really love the idea of a themed island. So I'm gonna be doing a little YouTube series where I'm gonna upgrade or let's flip this island, I guess. So we're gonna flip this island to a more of a themed island where it's more everything. It's gonna fit into the theme I choose. I have chosen one. I have a whiteboard beside me that how I'm gonna change it all. I won't spoil it just yet. I don't know how I want to tell everybody yet. Probably doing it in the next video. But thank you for watching, and hope you tune in next time for more Fox and Pig videos. See ya! Oh, I can do it. It was sideways, but it worked. That's all that matters. Alright, bye.